Yo, it's Knight. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be testing out Charlotte to see if she is worth anything for your account. I know she's making a guest appearance on Furina's banner, so I thought it is the perfect time to see if she has potential. So there is one shocking team that you may not have expected to see here, and I was very surprised to see it work decently well as well. But yeah, let's jump right into it. Okay, so we are in the game. EA Sports. We are in, so I don't know what the hell. What is the slogan? I forgot. You know, I'm not consumer red pilled yet. Maybe not to the extent that I had previously thought. So anyways, enough rambling. Today we're going to be checking a couple of different teams. First will be our freeze configuration, but let me go ahead and show you what our Charlotte is looking like currently. So she is 80-90 level, 1500 attacked. We are going to be running Prototype Amber as her energy requirements are quite drastic, I must say. Very, very high. Very scary. Large number. We are using a Prototype Amber, like I said, on Refinement rank 5, which I did grind tonight. I did have to go hunt some crystals down. I am just a little bit tired. It is 4 a.m. Anyways, I'm done. We are using a Noblesse set with C2. And she has very low talent levels, so her ceiling is a bit higher. Although I will say that her healing, while it is great, it is not really that important in some compositions, especially with Maoika, and I think 7 is just enough. And plus, her damage is not the best, so I wouldn't really consider this to be a detriment to her. Regardless, though, you can see that she can go a bit higher than she is now. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started with the team. We are going to be using a Furina. Why not use Furina while she's on the banner? A Furina freeze composition with none other than Ayaka. So let's go ahead and jump into the most recent domain, which is going to be the Cinder City domain, and I think obviously a lot of us will be farming this right now. I don't know why there's a random pin there. I guess maybe I just got a little click happy one day and just, you know, just all the clicks. Anyways, let's jump into this. Let's go ahead and see what kind of times we can post with the current team present. We will be testing out 2 other teams if I remember correctly. So let's go ahead and jump right in. She will probably perform a bit better if you can get her on Thrilling Tales and you don't need to worry about her energy requirements. Unfortunately, I do have to worry about her energy requirements, so that is a very unfortunate scenario that we find ourselves in. However, as all things, it can be overcome. We just need to persevere. As you can see, that is a bit better timing as we try to group them a little bit better and we start to rotate around the enemy. So 26 seconds is actually shocking. Very, very much serviceable. And how is the ultimate charge looking? Not great, I must say. Our Furina or our Ayaka's charge is actually a bit rough here, so that is not the best thing to see. However, we're going to go ahead and go again and see how that's going to fare for us on the next run. And in we go, and away we go. I don't know why I just said that, but you know, it happens. Okay. This is what happens when you leave a man alone in his room to play Genshin Impact all night. Dark, evil things are said. Also, no ultimate kinda sucks. But, such is the life of the Ayaka freeze composition when we are not using the most energy efficient characters. I have a feeling that will also affect us pretty badly in the Abyss. So we did get 35 seconds, not too bad, not horrible. Now the reason I test this domain specifically is because I believe this is one that people are going to be farming, and in your day-to-day activities, I believe that artifact farming times are important because that means less time that you must spend on the game. I know that sounds terrible because the point of the game is to play the game, but you know, if you want to get your dailies done, if you want to just get your sets farmed and get off for the day, it is convenient to be able to do so sometimes. So I will not discredit anybody for wanting to get off the game faster. That is the reasoning for testing out this domain. Unfortunately, this does take a lot longer than I had anticipated, or 36 seconds. So we're looking at 36 seconds for the last run. Okay, so we're going to be swapping our Ayaka out for Hu Tao. We're going to be doing some melt here with our Furina. And, you know, in this composition, it isn't really required for her to ult as much as she needs to on the other composition, because her healing isn't as necessary because we want to be low health, obviously, with Hu Tao. Okay, and for the Melt team, we're going to be using Thrilling Tales, none other than the LeBron James of 3-star Catalyst. And then we're going to also be using our favorite instructor set, which is not complete, but this is to show that this character actually has some decent utility outside of just being used in her heal comp, so in her traditional healing capacity. So let's go ahead and jump into this. I feel we will be getting some better runs here. Okay, and here we go. Let's see what kind of times we can post here. I'm suspecting it shall be a little bit better, but maybe not drastically better. I don't think it should be too far off, but we do want to get our skill onto as many of them as we can. And keep in mind, we are on Thrilling Tales now, so we should be getting some higher highs. Very quick, I must say. My Hu Tao was also pretty low HP, so we do get the 23 number, LeBron James. Is it a coincidence that I put on the LeBron James Catalyst? I can't remember the name of it. And we get the 23 clear time. I think that is great, so I don't think we're going to be seeing our freeze comp. And away we go. So we didn't get our ultimate there with our Charlotte, but we did get 25 seconds. Now I will say that the clear times are going to matter a bit more in this video because I'm going to be using the best clear time team to be used in the Abyss. So that's kind of the criteria we're going with here. The fastest clear we can get here, we will take that team to the Abyss, and that will be the one we test Charlotte on for a fair representation. Now, I do think I'm going to exclude Mawika in this one because I think she's always going to get the best clear time. So I'd much rather use Hu Tao opposed to Mawika. This time we will have our ult, so that's pretty good. Should help us out just a bit here as we are kind of dying a little bit, but only a little bit. So this time should be relatively faster. I think we're going to get, you know, generally more freezes if we get our ult up. So that does help a bit, or that is a use case for getting your ult better, or more efficiently. I don't know what I'm saying. So 26 seconds. First time was the fastest. Second time was the next fastest. And the last one was worse. So I guess maybe I'm just getting worse at the game as we go. Could be it. Could be not it. I would say we have about a rough average of 24 seconds. And pretty good. Pretty good, or actually 25 seconds probably. I'm just giving it the benefit of the doubt. So honestly, very fast, very good, very serviceable. So we got pretty good clear times with our Melt Vaporized team. So we're going to go ahead and switch it up to our Surprise team. And I think you guys will be quite shocked to see what we have cooked up today for our testing pleasure here. So let's go ahead and pull out all the stops. Okay, and you are seeing it here firsthand with your very own naked eyeballs. I have a fridge composition to test. Now, I know what you might be thinking. What in tarnation am I seeing on my damn screen here? All right, so let me explain what makes this composition work so well, in my opinion. So obviously we have Thrilling Tales on our Charlotte to pass over that giant attack boost over to Al-Haytham. Then we have our Instructor set giving EM to both Al-Haytham and Kuki respectively, which increases damage for both of them. On top of that, it's very comfortable because we have both Kuki and Charlotte to heal the team up when we take damage from, you know, explosions, and also from Kuki's HP drain from needing to use her heal skill. So that helps a lot with the comfort of the team overall. Aside from the Instructor set, you also have the option of Deepwood Memory, which would increase Al-Haytham's personal damage. However, I think the EM buff for both Kuki and Al-Haytham is also very good, and I would assume that you would roughly have the same effectiveness for the either sets. But I digress. Let's go ahead and jump into the next set of testing. All right, last but not least, the Hyper Bloom squad, the Hyper Fridge squad, I must say. Let's go ahead and see how they fare in a fair test. And yeah, like I said, you won't need to use your ult every time on Charlotte, which is also very nice. However, it does help. Obviously, you can heal up your Kuki with that. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. Looks like we are a bit short here. I mean, this is a little bit slower than I had actually anticipated, unfortunately. That one took forever, so 34 seconds is going to be our first clear time. All right, let's jump into the second run here, see how we can fare. I think that we'll do all right. I think we'll do all right. Surely it'll be somewhere close to what we had before, and I won't have to reset and not show anybody. Okay, that felt like it took forever, but 36 seconds. Okay, so this team is actually not as fast as I thought, but it is keeping up with the freeze team. All right, third time is the charm, and I'm not going to get my ult. Oh, this game is terrible. Okay, well, let's see what the time is there. 36 seconds again. Not too shabby, not too shabby. All right, so we have 34, 36, and 36. I think the clear answer is the melt composition, but we're going to go ahead and just run the Mawika squad, the God squad, just to, you know, just to give it a look. Okay, so we've assembled the Avenger squad, and I just want to say that I'm not going to be testing her extensively because I have used her already, and I think it's a bit redundant at this point. She's going to clear all of the other peasant teams. It is Mawika's day and age, and we are all just merely existing inside of it. Okay, look, Charlotte can work with Mawika. However, I do not recommend pulling her specifically for Mawika. Obviously, you have options like Diona, who would work a little bit better and who offers a shield and an EM boost. You also have, obviously, Sitlali, who is the peak choice, but Charlotte can do a serviceable job. She doesn't have the longest lasting cryo application, which makes it a bit tough when there are multiple waves, because you need to reapply, obviously. However, she can get the job done. She has Thrilling Tales. Her healing is absolutely unnecessary in this composition, extremely redundant. However, you know, if you really like Charlotte and you want to use her with Mawika, you could do so. Now, the God Mawika team should be clearing in about 18 seconds from my testing. However, obviously, there are variances to the rule. As you can see, we do one bang, and it is very 18 seconds. So it's pretty much just worthless to compare this team to any other team. However, as you can see, Charlotte is able to work pretty well with Mawika in controlled instances of needing maybe one burst or maybe two bursts. However, Mawika obviously is burst cycle. That's her playstyle, is burst cycling, and it can work. It can work. It's just not the best. So, okay, so we're going to be going into the Abyss. Now, we know which team we're going to be doing. It's going to be the Melt team. Now, I feel like it is relatively free-to-play friendly to have Hu Tao and Xing Cho on the same team. I can't speak. Excuse me, it's 5 a.m. With Charlotte, because especially with the budget option I'm using, having her on Instructor. Okay, and we're ready to go. Let's see how we fare in the Spiral Abyss. Normal attack damage. I guess I'll take that. Let's go ahead and just jump into it. E and E again, and then E again. Surprise, surprise. And then we hold the Q, and then we just do big damage. All right, time to slice and dice. Cloren, just do what I've paid you to do so. I didn't pay her. I didn't pay her. Don't call the IRS. It's okay. She told me she's fine with it. Surely that justifies everything. We've all worked those jobs where you have to make money under the table and they just don't want to report it. I mean, maybe not everyone, but I definitely have. And if I've done it, then surely everybody else has, right? That's just the way things work. Anyways, I'm ranting. I'll eventually pay my Cloren for all of her hard work. However, today is not that day. Today is not that day. You know, it is what it is. All right, and we're on to the second floor just like that, where we're going to go ahead and do the multi-wave scenarios here. Now, you'll go ahead and get an idea of how I mean when I say that multi-wave is not great, because I'm going to need to reapply. So, we're going to go ahead and cut right through this guy. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Not the best, but also not the worst. As you can see, we do not have the cryo application anymore. However, that is quite all right. We're going to go ahead and go into our Furina Dog Chow, and then we're going to go ahead and do all the things. We will have our heal up here. Very nice. Very nice. Now, on to the next guy. No cryo anymore. So, I mean, depending on where you apply the cryo, it could be pretty bad or pretty good. Because I could have definitely waited a little bit to use her ult there, but it was quite all right. As we are making relatively decent time, and I can hold her ult here. And she'll have it for when we need healing, when we need it bad. I would say the next floor will probably be the most annoying, followed by the guy that can one-shot you, and the guy that you need a cryo person for. A cryo character, person. A person with cryo, a vision. A vision. I have a vision that I'll remember what to say when I'm recording one day. Surely. All right, not too bad. I did not see the time, but the VOD frogs, you got us. You got us. I think that was pretty good, though. It felt quite swimmingly, I must say. It went quite swimmingly, I must say. EM? No. Oh, actually, yeah, EM would be pretty nice. We could also do more heal or less HP. I'm going to go with the EM. It should be good for both of my teams relatively. So that is a good thing since we're not going with the freeze composition. So we are now on to the next. We do not have our Cloren burst, so I'm not going to make the mistake that I always do and get too hasty and just use it out of nowhere. I'm just going to go ahead and take the L and get to the next rotation here. As I'm just walking. I always do that, man. I feel like it just ignores my input sometimes, but maybe I am crazy. Actually, I am crazy because I play Genshin Impact and the year is 2025 and yeah, you know, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Just do not shame me. You know, we all have choices to make in life. Sometimes it goes wrong. Sometimes it goes very well. However, at least big damage, you know? At least big damage. That'll get us through some of the suffering, some of the woes. Oh, actually, you know, at least at least I'm not a tower fantasy player. No shade, no shade, no shade, no shade, no shade. But, you know. It is what it is. I said what I said, bro. Maybe Genshin is worse, but, you know, let me have my coat moment. All right, let's not get too distracted here. We need to make sure we have adequate time for the next one. Actually, the main issue for the next one is just surviving, so it should be quite all right. We should be able to persevere. So we get a decent time there. I think it was like 8:40. I didn't really see because I keep forgetting to look. But away we go. Away we go. The show never ends. Oh, it does end, though, when I don't get energy. That's quite tragic, I must say. I'm going to focus so I don't get annihilated by this guy. Very good. We got our jumps. We're going to go ahead and heal here. Oh, that was a bit uncalled for, I must say. Can I get my E? Can I get my E? All right, hopefully my Charlotte is close to her burst, and she's going to die. She's going to die. She's going to die. Okay, well, she almost died. She almost died. But almost is not the same as die. So, you know, as they say, horseshoes and hand grenades. Okay, we're good to go on to our next rotation. I am not going to ult here. I don't think I'm going to ult here. I think it should be fine. Okay, very good. I think we had about 28 seconds or so there, so a little close. Obviously, without the shield, it's also pretty hard. This whole second floor is a bit rough without a shield, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I'm not coping. It is what it is. I said what I said. Do not say I'm coping, or else. Sorry. Anyways, let's go ahead and just do plus attack. Plus 20 attack. You know, you can't lose with that. You can't lose with that. It's not too bad. I love these guys when I use Kazuha because I don't have to jump all the way up. I always hold E on Kazuha with this comp just so that I don't have to worry about the Dendro app. I don't know if that's cope, or I don't know if I really need to do that, but it's just something I've done all this time, so I will continue to do so. And we don't have our burst there. It's not the end of the world, but it would be nice. As the faster we clear this, the less we have to worry about the Giga Chad floor. By Giga Chad, I mean horrible for everyone. Horrible. Yo, can I switch? Very cool, very cool, very cool. I like when I press button and game do thing. That's very nice. Although these guys, you get your head stuck under them with, if you're flying with your official, you get stuck under their heads. I don't know what the hell I was talking about before, but you know, the words were there, they just weren't in the right order. I'm a little bit focused. You'll have to excuse me. Sorry. Okay, we have about 2 minutes left. I think we should do 8:56. Not too bad, not too bad. I mean, that's not the side we really care about, but either way, you know. The one thing is we are quite low here, so this might be a bit tragic, I must say. But we can freeze, and we did get the sprint, and we should get the freeze again. Should we get the freeze? Oh, we don't get the freeze. That's not great. I'm going to heal up here just a bit. This should freeze here, which is great. But we don't get the ultimate, so we do need to be extremely careful about getting hit here. Also, the balls, like the floating balls, are going to be really tough. I need the ult. I need the ult. Oh, I'm frozen. Actually, I'm just going to live. 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 Okay, we just lived. Okay, we got him frozen. That's the good part about Charlotte. Now, it would be nice to have my burst more often here. As I am quite low on most of my teams. Most of my minions are a little low. But we should be okay as long as we get the burst here. Which we do. Very good. And I'm frozen. Okay, that's really annoying. And this is going to be cutting it down to the wire now because I have to wait for this. However, we can just do that. Okay. Alright, let's try it again. I just wiped on about 5 seconds left, so that's a bit frustrating. And we're just back on the Cloren side. Because the last boss is just reset impact if you have no fucking shield. I'm getting really bad spread luck here, too. They're, like, going in way too far different directions. Why are you alive? Alright, and now we have to face the nightmare again. It's just going to be reset over and over again until we get it right. Surely we freeze him this time, though. And we don't. Okay, on to the next rotation. It's time to freeze, so we should be able to freeze now. Great. I'm going to sprint cancel because I'm a tryhard, and I just want to win. I just want to win game. So we get far more damage this time. Okay. My Xingqiu is almost dead. But we will get our Charlotte burst again. Very clutch. And we get another freeze. Nice. As I'm not getting any melts. I didn't get any melts, or I didn't get any pyro damage for like 3 swings for some reason. So that's a bit sus. Okay, I'm in the air. Maybe we could do it. Oh, and there's the clear, baby. Nice job, nice job. About 14 seconds left. So in a more ideal situation, we can definitely clear and a little bit more focus on my end. However, you know, I feel like this run is a bit RNG heavy. I feel like just depending on where he swings at you, depending on how often he pulls up his balls that he likes to swing around you, yeah, the situations can change. It can get a bit drastic. However, we did it second try. Not too bad, not too bad. So overall, I think Charlotte is very serviceable as a character. Like I said, with my demonstration, with my overview of her build, I do believe she is very free-to-play accessible. She has access to supportive 4-star sets that really benefit the team. She is not constellation dependent, and her talents don't really even need to be maxed for her to do her job at a level that is serviceable. Now, obviously, there would be a bit more ER would be a bit better for that last run, especially when you're taking a lot of damage and you have no shield. However, it is more than possible to get the job done with Charlotte, and yeah. So I think, conclusion, I will go ahead and just throw a run in with Mawika just so you guys can see. However, I think that this character is not one that you should go for specifically. However, if you do get her and you are lacking cryo options, she is more than serviceable as a unit, and she pairs extremely well with none other than Furina. So yeah. So overall, I'd say Charlotte gets a letter grade of B. She is not horrible, not amazing. However, she can get the job done, and she is relatively comfortable with Furina. Now, keep in mind, she does have a low cryo application duration overall, which could also work to benefit her in compositions where typically cryo would interfere with reactions, because you'll only have to worry about a few reactions being ruined. So there is more room for testing. Like I said, if you have a well-invested fridge composition, you may be able to slot her in there as well. It might be a little cope, but you know what? It is what it is. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you got Charlotte and you were very excited, enjoy. She is a very cool character and one that I definitely was planning to build for a long time, so it finally happened. Anyways, guys, peace. Good luck on your rolls. I'll catch you on the next one.